Well, it's been an incredible journey, I have to say. I have this amazing, crazy plan that I want to achieve in 5 or 10 years, no, 10 to 15 year plan. And I was just completely stuck. I had no idea how to get started on the journey for this plan. And I saw Christine's ad come up on Facebook, and it's not the kind of thing I normally click on, but for some reason, something that she said, or probably a picture with the horse, I clicked on it, and we've just resonated so well together. And she's been amazing. So I guess there's probably three areas that I was really stuck with. So the first one was that I had this really clear vision of where I wanted to be in like 10, 15 years time, and it was a pretty grand plan, or it still is a pretty grand plan. And I had absolutely no idea of what the first step was. So I, knew there were some key milestones along the way that I needed to achieve, but had no idea what the first step would be to get on that path. And I also, obviously, I knew I had to have my own business. I had a lot of fear and anxiety around the nuts and bolts of setting it up and ending up with something that was not illegal and by accident. And the other thing was just getting really clear on exactly how I could make what I wanted to do marketable. So I kind of had a pretty general idea about what it was. I wanted to work with authors in a specific way and to share that with everybody through video, primarily. But that was sort of, I didn't really know how that was going to look, or how, I just had no real clarity around exactly what I was going to offer. And Christine's helped me with all of those things, and it's amazing. Now I have a business and it's legal and it's all good. And I have a really clear plan for what I'm doing right now. And, I know what I need to do this week. I know what I need to do in the next few months. And that's really quite detailed and quite clear. And then, and I have all of these ideas. Like, once you get started on the road, it's amazing. You get the momentum, and you start having all of these other ideas about what you can do down the track. And Christine's been fantastic with that. And in helping me get really clear on exactly what I am offering people right now, and how that sort of fits in with what I'm trying to do long term. And the other thing that Christine is fantastic at is that we would have a call, and I'd be like, oh my God, I have this insurmountable problem, and I can't see a way around it. And Christine's like, oh, why don't you just do this thing? And I'd be like, oh my God, that is so obvious and so easy and so simple, and why on earth did I not think of that? And yeah, but obviously I didn't think of that. And Christine always says to me, nothing is, everything is figure-outable. And that's really proved to be true. And yeah, with her help and her guidance, we figured everything out along the way. And so it's really exciting.
Amazing! Sara is so awesome. I love seeing the joy on your face talking about your business. This is so, I love it. It's like giving me chills and hot flashes. It's just so great. Tell everyone what you're doing, because I love it, and where they can find you. So specifically what you do, the name of your business, and where they can find you, because I know there are a bunch of women here that want what you offer.
Okay, sure. So my business is called Equestrian Balance, and I help people to build a better relationship with their horse. And the techniques that I use are based on scientific research. So I am also a scientist, and it's been a bit of a journey for me because obviously science is a huge part of my life, and horses are a huge part of my life. But in my horse world, I kind of consider horse training to be an art, and I never kind of applied science to it, and I never thought to do that until I started really feeling that I wasn't getting where I wanted to be, and I didn't have the relationship with my horses that I wanted, and I went looking for answers and found them in science. And it's amazing, all these clever people have studied the behavior of horses and how they communicate, and also different training methods and how they impact on the horse. And so I really looked into the science and come up with ways to interact with the horse, and read from different trainers as well, obviously. But what I'm all about and what I'm wanting to do is to be able to educate people about the science behind horse management, horse training, and communicating and having a relationship with your horse, so that you are then empowered to have the relationship that you want with your horse and to train your horse to do anything that you can imagine and the horse is physically capable of doing. And so it's not so much about selling a method as about empowering people to then go and choose their own method based on this fundamental understanding of how horses learn and how horses interact. So that's what I do. My website is www.equestrianbalance.com.au, and I also have a Facebook page, which is Equestrian Balance Pet. So, and there's a link to that on the website as well.
Awesome. I'm putting the website in the comments here for everybody to go. Sara is humble, but the really cool thing about Sara is that she has all this scientific brain and, you know, has studied so much, but she takes what she's learned as a scientist and also learning all these trainings and makes it simple. Like, she has this amazing 4-part video series. 4? Is it 4 parts? 5 parts?
5.
5, sorry.
So the 5 pillars. Yeah, sorry.
It's created that has really, really simple techniques that you can use with your horse. So, you know, where there's a ton of science behind it, if you're like me and you're like, I don't know science, I just want to go have fun with my horse, right? It's super, super simple. So she has this free training video series on her website or on her Facebook page. You can grab it. Sara has also gone viral with some of her posts just by putting herself out there and writing to her ideal audience. Like, she's getting these mentions. Like, she'll just show up and be like, what? There's my article. There's my blog post. There's my post. So she is such a great example of just starting before you're ready and making it happen. And she has an adopted off the track thoroughbred if you're a horse person, and she also does a lot with dressage. And so no matter like your discipline or what kind of horse you have, you know, her work is awesome. So you've got to check it out. Equestrian Balance on Facebook, equestrianbalance.com.au. Sara, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Oh, thank you, Christine. I wouldn't be here without you. So, yeah, Christine is amazing.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
And thank you for all of the comments.
Yeah, I know. People are loving your work. So excited. If you're on the replay and not here live, you've got to check this out too, of course. Sara, I know it's late there for you, so it will not hurt my feelings if we sign off now. Thank you for waiting up. Thank you for sharing.